So this week I was actually doing some Bible study, and I was reading about when God was saying, I formed you in your mother's womb.
Yes.
Fearfully, your creation. And I thought of children.
Yes.
So some children are born with genetic abnormalities. Some, it may be medicines or drugs, but some, it's really nothing. And because God is saying, I have so intricately created you, how come this one, you do not allow this chromosome to separate? It's not the mother's fault. But somehow it happens, and that child is born that way. How do we explain that?
Who did sin? Who did sin? Who did sin? That this child was born with defective chromosomes. John chapter 9 verse 1 to 3. Read it. The same thing that you said there happened in John chapter 9. It was blindness, but in this case, some children are born with some defects, some deformities, not of the sin of their parents. So why did God allow it to?
Yes, because God is the one forming. He's so scriptural. I'm forming you, I'm creating you in the inner part. I know it.
So what she's saying is that
why
the 9 billion people on earth, God formed each one of us in the womb. Bible says also that the bones were formed. We don't know how the bones were formed in the womb. You are asking him, you are telling him
that we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
You are telling him to ask me a difficult question. You're a bad person. Say, ask him this one. Lawrence is a bad person. He's not asking now. Ask him this one too. He must give us the answer.
Yes, because I actually left that question mark in my Bible study book. That why does this happen? As a doctor, I was like, God, if you are so concerned with the intricate forming of a baby, why do some babies come out this way? And it's not anybody's fault.
I just told you there are some things that I don't want to say it's man. I don't want to say it's because God said we are fearfully and wonderfully made. He said before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. So God created everybody, and so when God had created, I don't know biology. That do I know about how chromosomes are created within a human being. But I know that God has created an order, and the order is there on earth. The order is the man will sleep with the woman will be pregnant, and the woman would give birth to babies. Now, what happens genetically, those rare cases that children are born deformed, with deformities, those are very difficult cases that I don't know. I don't have scriptures to support that, because the one I have is John chapter 9. Why was this child born blind? And Jesus says, this happened that the Lord should be glorified. I will heal this child. So some things happen to show God's glory, that God is still around, or else man would not need God or would not know that God exists, and God can still take glory from those cases. Now those people may not bring their cases to God, but that particular child, man, adult, brought his own case to God in John chapter 9. However, beyond that, there are so many things that belong to God. Deuteronomy 29, I like to hide in that passage. The secret things belong to God. The ones revealed to us are meant for us. I have a way of hiding in. I like myself. When I get to a place where I can't question God, and I know God is good, I will not say God is bad. There are so many things that happen that we don't have all the answers to. Especially with this particular issue, where children are born deformed. It can't be the child's fault. So those Hindus say, oh, that child in his previous world was evil. That's where they reinforces the doctrine of reincarnation, which you and I do not believe. It's appointed to man to die but once, after that judgment. So once judgment comes, the person cannot come back. So it's nothing like, oh, he's going to come back again as a goat, as a dog, as a deformed child, and stuff like that. That we don't believe in. So for those things, I think there must be a medical solution. I don't want to know about the medical solution or answer to why they were born. They must find a way medically. And you may find out that maybe the parents did some things. And I don't say it's their fault.
Some of the parents didn't do anything.
I don't know. I must, we don't have answers yet, but they will soon find answers for it. You'll find out. I don't have answers.
That's a cop-out. Even though
because I'm sure there's something apart from the fact that God will take glory in all those cases. John chapter 9, 1 to 3. Why was this child born blind? Who sinned? Was it? Why did it come like this? Is it the parents or is it the child? Of course it's not the child. It's not the child. Is it the parents? Must there be a sin for there to be a defective birth? So you are saying it's not the parents. So it's not the parents. It's not the child. Accidents happen. Why? I'm not God. I can't give on the answers on that one. And I can't question him. Go ahead.
Okay, so I would let that rest. You've not answered it, because again, just say God is sovereign, which is what a lot of times we do. And
it's not God.
God is sovereign.
No. What you are asking is why it's not God that created them like that. Let's be careful.
God is the one that forms everything.
When he says you are fearfully and wonderfully made, let's understand that it's not, there's creation, there's making. There's creation, there's making. He's saying, when you see this, I created this. So when your mothers and your fathers bring you out, you will see my glory on you. So it's not like I'm the one that formed every child in the womb. So if a child comes out bad, I deformed it. No. That can be the answer. It's not God. And some may also say to you that if the devil can possess a man, and the devil can attack the womb, because the devil can put sickness on a body. And we have scriptures that the devil puts sicknesses on people's bodies. So the devil can put a sickness on my body. Why can't this devil afflict the womb? Why can't the devil do that? Why must we always think it's God? Because the devil is real. It's also independent. We must also understand that. And I don't want to say it's the devil. That's why I'm trying to run away from saying, oh, it's the devil that created them like that. God created this one like this. No. But the truth is, if we want to understand the science, the scriptures behind sicknesses, diseases, and deformities, and things that come out the way they shouldn't come out, the devil plays a role in it too. It's there in scriptures. It's not God that makes people, that puts sickness on people. The devil does. God allows it. What God does is God allows. Allows means allow them, man and the devil, to function and operate independently. Once in a while he intervenes, puts a stop to it, he stops it. Once in a while he allows it. That's why God is God. You can't say God should stop the devil from being the devil. He will, but not now. He will stop the devil from being the devil when he locks him up in Revelation chapter 20 in the bottomless pit for 1,000 years. Then the devil will be in chains, and his demons, they will not operate on earth for 1,000 years. Until then, he's still the God of this world. He's still operating. He still has territorial advantage and edge. You get the point? And we are supposed to be Christians to have dominion, to challenge him. We're supposed to challenge him and to challenge authority on earth through Christ, so we can have God's kingdom, Basilia, rule on earth. So we are fighting him. He is fighting us, because we're trying to bring God's rule on earth. He is saying, no, this is my earth. I have taken it from Adam. I am the God of this world. We're saying, no, he also gave us the mandate, go and have dominion on the world. So God's people and the devil are trying to put dominion and exact righteousness on earth. That's been going on for years. Does that make sense now?